Hey YouTube family, it's Sarah. Happy 2019. So do you guys remember how I said I was going to relaunch my channel at the beginning of the year? That did not happen. And it didn't not happen because I didn't want to, but there's been a ton of stuff going on, and so I'm gonna come in and just do I was gonna say a quick update, but let's not pretend. We all know that it's not gonna be quick. I'm going to do an update, an update on a few different things. And just to let you know, I definitely 100% still plan on relaunching the channel. Again, doing a bit more of a mix of different things. So, you know, it'll just be more about kind of me and stuff that I'm interested in or stuff that I'm doing. And I don't even want to say weight loss. My journey to a healthier self will be part of that, whether it's about food, whether it's about my upcoming surgery or hopefully upcoming surgery, whatever. I have a different perspective. I would say, 6 years out from weight loss surgery, and I don't necessarily want this to be just a weight loss surgery channel. I will not be deleting any of my past videos, and I will not be starting like a different channel. I'm just kind of switching gears a little bit, and I think, at this point, 6 years out, it's about time for that. So, yeah. So personally, there's been a lot going on over the holidays. Had some personal and family things that happened that need my attention on an ongoing basis. And so I did have to delay relaunching the channel, and you probably won't see a lot of me for a little bit just because of that. I do need to make sure that I'm putting my time and attention into the stuff that needs that right now for myself and for my family. So I know that you guys can understand that. And I'm sure I will talk more about that stuff at some point, or maybe not, I don't know. But once again, I'm in yet another weird hotel room. No, it's not weird. It's a delightful hotel room. I am in Vancouver right now for work. I have a lot of travel this month. So yeah, I'm in Vancouver right now. I will be in Denver in a couple of weeks for another trade show, and then I'll be away again. So yeah, lots of traveling going on, but you guys know I love travel. It's one of my favorite things. When it's work travel, it's not quite the same, but I always try and fit in a little bit of either personal time or sightseeing, or hopefully seeing friends or family that I might have in the area. So yeah, I think the best I'm going to do on this trip is dinner with my aunt and uncle tonight, but better than nothing. So Vancouver's been fun. I leave tomorrow, and then I am back home. So just to give you guys an update on weight loss surgery, no news is good news at this point. I don't know. I think I mentioned last time that I do have to, the surgeon has to approve the concept basically of doing a revision before I can go through the rest of the program. And so I have submitted my OR report from my surgery in Mexico at Mexicali Bariatric. And so that's been submitted. I confirmed that the doctors received it. Of course, the holidays happen, so that always causes some delays. So they've had that now for about a month. I have not heard anything so far. I did get an appointment for an abdominal ultrasound, which is part of the testing that I need to have done, but that was actually before I had submitted the information. It doesn't necessarily mean that things are moving forward. So I can't really see why I would not be allowed to move forward in the program, or why they would suggest that they wouldn't do a revision, but I can't be sure. So for right now, that is still technically something that's up in the air, but I am assuming that at some point this year that I will have a conversion. Again, probably to an RNY, possibly DS. I don't know. That's something that I'll have to discuss with the surgeon. Like I said, the nurse practitioner seemed to think that the surgeon would suggest a DS. Again, I don't think that's going to help with reflux, but maybe it does, and maybe I'm misunderstanding the physical aspects. I'm not a doctor, obviously, so we shall see. In the meantime, health-wise, I'm still on iron infusions, but now just once a month. I feel okay. I don't feel great. Then again, I don't know that I even remember what feeling great is like. So I'm going to say I feel okay. I you know, don't have a ton of energy, but I'm also not struggling. I don't have like the dizziness and other symptoms that I was having. I still have some issues, like I still am losing quite a bit of hair. I don't know, like I have very little hair now. I'm not sure if you don't know me, like I honestly have so much hair, like so much hair. And this is literally, so yes, I mean, I do have like a kind of undercut situation happening here, but like this is, I don't know if you can see, I don't have a lot of hair, let's put it that way. And that's part of the reason why I've also gone back to keeping it short. And anyway, I've had some fun with wigs too. So it's not that my hair is like visually thinning. I like maybe at the front a little bit, you can kind of tell, but generally speaking, no one would really notice but me, but I noticed that there's a huge difference. And even my hairdresser mentioned it to me last time I was there. So yeah, I definitely noticed it, but you know, what else? It is what it is. There could be much worse things going on, so that's okay. So that's an update on that. What else can we update on? Work is good. There's been a lot of changes in my company, and that's very common. Nothing new at my company, but a lot of personnel changes, people changing jobs, people leaving. So I think this is going to be an interesting year. You know, there's some chance that I could possibly move into a different position maybe, or like get a promotion, but questionable. I think that's unlikely right now, but you never know. Things change all the time in my company. So there's that. I'm literally like, I'm just like drawing a blank on what exciting things are going on that I can actually talk to you guys about. The holidays were the holidays. They were challenging this year. I'm not like, I don't know if I've ever talked about this in videos before, but like I don't love the holidays. I'm not like a super big Christmas person. I'm not religious. So that aspect of it doesn't really do much for me. And I mean, I do like the family aspect of it, but it can be challenging. And I feel like, you know, I think as many women do, that like all of the holiday stuff is on my shoulders. And sometimes I'm not into it. And this was one of those years for a number of reasons. So, but it's done. So thumbs up for that. I took a little trip with the kids. I took them to a water park in Erie, PA. That was part of their Christmas present. We didn't really buy them things this year. I have really started to just try and give them experiences rather than things, because they don't value the things that we get them. You know, they really want something, and then 5 minutes later they don't care anymore. My oldest is now 13. My youngest is almost 10. It'll be 10 in April. So they're getting to the age where, you know, I can give them things that aren't, you know, they don't need toys and they don't need that sort of stuff. So, yeah, that's how Christmas went. And then basically I started traveling almost right after New Year's, just like some local travel for work. And then I'm out here. So this is a busy month. So yeah, work stuff is work stuff. And then, so I know I mentioned that I have super itchy nose. Every time I start making a video, I have an itchy nose, or my nose starts running. Doesn't that happen to anyone else? It's like a weird YouTube thing. I don't know. I mentioned that I was in a choir. That was kind of like one of the things I did to try and have some, I don't know, me time or like a hobby or something. I love singing. 2 of my best friends, or three of my friends actually, are in the choir, at least for this semester. So, and then the choir director is also a friend of mine. So it's a really nice way to end the week. It's on Friday nights after work. And so we had our holiday concert at the beginning of December, and we did a Scandinavian theme. So a lot of the songs were in Scandinavian languages, which was fun. We had like Icelandic and Finnish and Swedish and all kinds of stuff. So it was super challenging, but really, really fun. I had a great time. I even had a solo, or like a small solo in a song we did. Probably one of the only songs that anyone would really know if I mentioned it. It's a song by Sarah Bareilles and Ingrid Michaelson called Winter Song. And so I had a solo in that song, which was kind of fun. Someone on a video a while ago when I was talking, I think it was Scott, Gastric Tiger, mentioned in a comment something about like you must be an alto. I'm actually a soprano. And more so than that, I'm a soprano 1, which I'm sure is shocking to anyone who has ever seen a video of me singing or knows that like I sing a lot of Adele and that sort of thing. And I don't think anyone would think I'm a soprano, but I really am. I can totally sing those like weird operatic dog whistle notes. So the problem is there's not a lot of soprano pop songs. So like if I'm at karaoke or I'm singing, I tend to sing songs that are more in that alto range. And I do have a strong lower register, I guess, in alto range. So I sing a lot of like Pink and Adele and stuff that's like husky women voices. But yeah, my chorally, my strength is actually in the high notes. So yeah, I'm a soprano 1, which means I get to sing all the really crazy stuff, which is really fun. I really enjoy it actually. So yeah, so Scott, there you go. I'm actually not an alto, I'm a soprano 1. So choir starts up again this week. I guess next week. I don't know. I don't even know what day it is. Today is Sunday. So yeah, it starts on Friday. So we start our semester, and then our spring concert theme, I believe that the theme is a bit more loosely themed this year. I think it's like triumph over adversity sort of thing. So a lot of songs that are really inspirational, and same thing, it'll be a mix of older songs, of some classic choral type songs, and then some newer stuff. One of the songs that's on the list, which I'm really hoping we are going to do, is This Is Me from The Greatest Showman. And I was like, listen, if there's a solo in that song, I will fight all of you. I will fight all of you. Every single girl in that choir, I will fight you for that solo because I love that song. So yeah, choir stuff. 2019, guys. I really, it's going to be a really big year for me. And by big, I don't necessarily mean successful, or I just mean big changes and a lot going on. And I feel like it's the start of a whole new kind of part of my life, which is scary and exciting and scary. And I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also terrified. So yeah, on a whole bunch of levels, I'm trying to really get back to the work that I was doing on myself, which I think I let go for a while, for a number of reasons. And when I say the work that I'm doing, I don't just mean like weight loss or whatever. And I'll be honest, I'm trying to banish the words weight loss from this channel. So you'll find me like catching myself or stopping as I'm trying to find a different thing to say. It's not that I'm not trying to lose weight. I've done a terrible job the last 3 months. Like I've actually gained weight. I've totally been just off the rails, stress eating and all kinds of stuff. And that's totally just on me. There's no one else to blame but myself. But I have done a lot of mental work lately in figuring out what it is, not even so much about eating or when I eat or whatever, but what it is that makes me more comfortable at higher weights in certain situations. And that's a whole other video, which I will not talk about today, but I will get to that at some point because I think it's really important. And I think a lot of people probably have the same mindset or issue. I don't know how to describe it, but maybe don't realize it. So yeah, I think I've fully realized some things that maybe I didn't before, which I think is good and is going to help me to get to a place where I'm happy. So for 2019, we're going to try and banish the words weight loss from this channel, and we're going to talk about just health and being happy with where you are and eating the way you want to eat, and just being the best you can be, whatever that journey is for you. So it doesn't mean I'm not going to talk about the fact that I'm actively trying to lose weight. And it doesn't mean that I'm not going to talk about food, or I'm not going to talk about my conversion, but it means that I'm going to try and talk about those things in a a more holistic kind of sense and approach to my life and what's going on. So that's my update for right now. I'm gonna try and make another video hopefully in a couple of weeks, maybe when I'm in Denver. But otherwise, I hope everyone is doing good and look forward to watching our videos soon. Have a good one.